Welcome to this video. You are currently watching RebelBetting's YouTube channel. My name is Mikael, and in this video I will show you how I personally made 2,000 euros in 1 month without any risk with sports betting. So this is a betting strategy that wins with every single bet. Now, how does that work? We place 2 or more bets to the same game so that we cover all the outcomes, and no matter of the outcome of the match, we will profit. So we will exploit 2 different bookmakers and their pricing mistakes, and no matter what happens in the game, we will make a nice profit. I will explain how I personally made the 2K, what things you should be mindful of, and how to use your bankroll as efficiently as possible. Also, how to use your time as efficiently as possible. So let's just begin with my own profit statistics. I personally started this sure betting journey on 27th of October 2021, and with the first month, if we go to the 27th of November for 1 month period, I had made 1,927 euros pure profit from these arbitrage bets. On top of that, there is also the first deposit bonuses that bookies offer, and also when you bet a lot, also existing customers do get some bonuses. So I also got a few hundred bonuses on top of this money. So for the first month, I made well over 2K from the sports arbitrages. So we can now take a look at a typical arbitrage example. So this is an actual bet that I personally placed. It was between Vegas Golden Knights and Calgary Flames in NHL. It was played 6th of December, and one of the bookies gave for the home team odds of 2.05, and another bookie gave odds for the visiting team of 2.06. So we can straight ahead see that one of these teams is going to win, and both of them are given odds of over 2. So if we just place the same bet on each of these possible outcomes, no matter of the outcome, we will win. So if we, in this example, we placed 365 euros each, and we made a profit of 18 euros 25 cents. It doesn't really matter which one of these teams would win. Anyway, we will profit nicely. So now we can narrow this profit graph for only showing the bets of the first month. So from October 27th to November 27th. And let's take a look at some other statistics that are interesting. Well, first of all, how many bets did I place? We can simply scroll down to this page, and we can see on every single day how many bets were placed. So when we first started, we made about 4 bets then, and then we can see that on some days we made even 15 sure bets, and on some days we made 30 bets, which was pretty nice day. So if we take a look at November 5th and we go to the profit graph, we can just look at the 5th and we can compare it to the 6th, and let's see how much money we made. So we had 1,062 euros profit on the 5th, and on the 6th we had 1,198 euros. See, we made well over 100 euros in only that one day. That was pretty good. And as we can see, I did not bet in every single day, so I did have some break days, as we can see. It's mostly on the first days of the week that there are not that many bets available, so that's when you can actually take some break. And then again on the weekends, that's when you want to be really active, because that's when most of the bets are. So let's talk a little bit about how much effort did it take to make this nice 2K profit for the first month. So how much time was used, and what kind of bankroll did I use personally? So for the time question, how much time did it take? Around 1 to 2 hours each day. And it doesn't mean that we have to be sitting in front of a computer and watching the sure bets as they arrive. We just have to be ready to place the bets when they arrive. So we can do something else on the computer, and once there is a sure bet, there's a sports arbitrage, we will hear a sound, and once we hear it, we'll just go see the site, we'll place the bet, and we can continue doing whatever we want. We can continue working, watching videos, playing, whatever it is. So I personally recommend that from the settings you keep the notifications and the sound on. So once you have this, once there's a new bet that is okay with your settings, once it arrives, you will see it on the left here. So when there's a new bet that you haven't placed yet, you will hear a blink, and you can just take a look at the sure bets where you can make risk-free profit. Just place it and continue doing whatever you do. Once you hear another sound, you know there's again a new bet, and you can make it and continue doing whatever you want. So this is kind of semi-passive way of using your time. So you don't have to actually just look at the bets all day long. It's enough when you are available. So I personally have now used this a little bit over 40 days, and I have made 121 bets. So it's around three bets per day, and it doesn't really consume that much time at all. Just you have to be available when the sure betting possibility arrives, because they do not last that long in the market. That's the thing. They disappear mostly in some minutes, and at the top maybe 30 minutes usually. And with these 121 bets, I have made a nice profit of 2,729 euros. The average value has been over 2%. So if I bet an average stake of 1,000 euros, so that would make us around 19 euros, around 20 euros per each bet then. So for each bet, I make around 20 euros pure profit. And as we take a look at the results of the profits, these are all the bets that I placed. We can see that for some sure bets, we have made even over 100 euros when we have really nice value of over 4%. And then for some other bets, we only make like less than 10 euros. And we have some nice 100 euros scoops at certain times. And when we take the average, and sometimes we even have massive returns, but it's going to average around 20 euros for me for each bet. So for my bankroll, I did use around 15,000 euros as my bankroll. And as we can see, the size of my stake varies a lot. Like for some bets, it can be over 4,000 euros, and for some bets, it's like a little bit over 300 euros. And the reasoning for this is that some bookmakers will not accept high stakes from winning players. So once you have won enough from them, they will start to sort of limit your maximum stake, because it's a zero-sum game. If you win money, they lose money. So they will, at some point, some bookmakers will start to make some betting limitations to your account. And thankfully, there's so many betting sites available that we will profit a lot, many thousands, maybe tens of thousands before we are limited from all of the sites. So for some matches, you only can make a small bet. It's still profit of 9 euros, or it's still a nice profit of 15 euros. So basically any profit that we can make, it's fine. If we make 3 of those 10 euros profit bets every day, it's going to be 30 euros per day and almost 1,000 for a month. And so for some games we can only bet small sums, and then there's going to be some games that we can bet we can just pile the money. So if we have a nice top tier league game like NHL game, and we have 2 bookies that will not limit you, you can just pound as much money as you can and make just very nice profit there. Like here we made 100 euro profit from one single bet, and it took around 2 minutes to place this bet, which means that the average hourly salary that we make by placing these sure bets is just amazing. And it's so easy. There's no prior knowledge of betting. There's no prior knowledge of investing that you need here, because all of the bets, all of these arbitrage opportunities are searched for you. Like practically they just show up to you. All you have to do is place the bet, and that is it. So it's really simple. It doesn't take a lot of time. And for just if you're working or if you're studying, you're traveling, whatever you're doing, it's just so nice income. The pricing for RebelBetting software, which searches the sure bets, is ranging from 189 euros to 89 euros. And the Pro version, which searches more sure bets and also uses betting exchanges, that's the 189 euros that I'm using. And then there's the starter version that is a little bit better for smaller bankrolls, and that's 89 euros. And overall, during the first 2 days of using this software, I made a profit of 268 euros, which made me nicely into the green after the first 2 days. And even if you have smaller bankroll, it's not going to take many days to put you in the green. So overall, it's just a fantastic piece of software. Hopefully I was able to introduce some useful information in this video. You can find much more in detailed information on rebelbetting.com. You can also find the software there. I sincerely thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you next time.